Dear friend, myself, Dr. S.B. Kishore, welcome you all in the today's session, creation of citation and generating a references list automatically using MS Word. As all of you are aware that references is one of the major part of writing a research paper or thesis. So, we show the quality of paper that you are refer while writing a research paper or thesis. So, in the today's sessions, we will discuss how to create a citation and generate the references list automatically using MS Word. So in the today's sessions, we are going to cover a following point. We will start with an basic introduction part. Then we will see the difference between references and bibliography. Then what is annotated bibliography? References style that one can follow while writing a research paper or thesis based on subject or discipline. Then a type of sources that one can use. Then creations of citation, then generating the bibliography list. Then what if the sources is absent while writing a research paper? So you can create what a placeholder. So how to create it we will discuss. Then how to edit a citation, update the bibliography list. Then copying a bibliography list if you are going to write a new paper based on certain previous sources, and similarly if you are going to write on a new PC, then how to copy these sources into another PC. So these are the points that we are going to cover in our today's session. So let's start with an introduction part. A bibliography is a list of sources. Here, sources may be a book or book chapter or journal or periodical or some electronic sources, or it may be a website, or it may be a document from particular website, or it may be patent. So there are a number of sources, okay, from which you can refer certain material, and if you are going to copy particular information from those material, and if you are using them in your research paper or in your thesis, in that case you need to cite them, okay. So and when you are doing it, you can, this is referred as what, a citation. And now at the end what you need to do, you need to generate what, a references list based on the citation. So all this thing is possible in MS Word. So now let us see once again. A bibliography is a what, a list of sources usually placed at the end of research paper or thesis or book or report or presentation, etc., that you have consulted or cited while writing a research paper, and help to know someone else the sources of information that have been followed by an author. It might be possible that during the extensions of your work by someone else, so he may follow your material that you have specified at the end of what, a references, okay. So that is the basic theme behind what, creating a bibliography list. Citation means what? It's simply acknowledging someone else's work. It means you have copied certain information, or if you have copied certain ideas from someone else sources, and if you are using those sources in your paper or thesis, then you need to give what, an acknowledgement. So giving an acknowledgement is referred as what, a citation. So when you are giving a citation, it means what, you need to provide a following information. What are those? Provide a details of the sources that contain a full title of the research paper or thesis or any other sources material that you are following, with author name, place, date of publication and publication. So these are the some of the information that you need to provide in the form of what? In the form of your sources that you are following in order to give a proper citation. References show the kind of hard work or quality work put by an author. Like I earlier said, it shows the quality of work that you have followed. After keeping the track of list of sources, arranging them manually in proper order or format is a very tedious job. Okay, in the absence of tools, performing all these activities manually is obviously a tedious job. Okay, so MS Word is one of the solutions. MS Word facilitates you to create the citation and generate what? A bibliography automatically based on the source of information that author has provided. Okay, so generating automatically means what? Based on the sources that you are going to provide, on that basic only it is able to generate the citation, as well as what? It is able to generate the bibliography list. So let's start with a difference between references and bibliography. A references list is also referred as sometimes work cited. Okay, a reference list at the end of provide what? Full of information necessary to identify and retrieve each citation source. References should be in the order at the end of thesis or paper or presentation. Okay. So remember, references list means what? A list that you have consulted, a source that you have consulted, and those sources you have used in your research paper or thesis. Okay. So it is referred as what? A references. While bibliography is what? Bibliography is a list of all the sources including reference. It means, now in short we can say that references list is what? Is a subset of bibliography, and other for background or further reading. So not only references, it might be possible that you have referred some other book, some other journal, some other paper, but you have not used those or you have not copied those any idea or certain material from those book or paper in your research paper, but you have refer those. So that is what? That is referred as what? Bibliography. So again remember, references list is what? It is simply a subset of bibliography. Now, apart from these two, we have one more known as what? Annotated bibliography. Okay. It is not only credit the author and sources, it means we are also providing what? A citation, but it also summarize and analyze the purpose of the content. It means what are the things that you are like from that particular book or sources. So you are also mentioning that thing in annotated bibliography. The purpose of annotation is what? To inform the readers of the relevance, accuracy, and the quality of the sources that has been cited. Annotated bibliography is the list of citations of book or article or document, and each citation is followed by a brief, usually around 150 words, and descriptive in evaluative paragraph. Okay, so this is what? A description about this particular sources. So it gives enough idea to other people in order to know for which purpose or what is the best thing about this particular source. Okay, so that is the idea behind what? Annotated bibliography. Now, what are the references or style that we have? Okay, so there are a number of styles that we can use. So APA is called as American Psychological Association, then we have a MLA, then IEEE, then ISO, then Harvard, and Chicago. So there are a number of styles are available. Okay, so now question arises, which style I should follow? Okay, so based on your subject or the faculty to which you belong, you may follow any one of them. Okay, for example, when you are going to use APA, it may be generally used in education science or mostly in scientific topic like what? Behavioral science like psychology, cognitive science, or neuroscience. And apart from that, in social science also it is mostly used. Then we have what? MLA, which is basically used in literature, languages, liberal arts, and other humanities subjects. Then we have a IEEE, which is basically generally used in science and technology discipline. Then we have a Chicago or Turbian, which is generally used in commerce or business management and law related subjects. Then we have a Harvard, again, which are used in humanities and social science subjects. So remember, there is not a particular style. It might be possible that based on the country and the university to which you are affiliated, it might be possible that you may need to follow certain other style also. Okay. So when we are talking about the faculties or discipline, we have basically 4 faculties like science and technology, commerce and management, humanities, and others. Okay. So basically in India, we are following all our subjects are classified under this faculty only. So use what university or instructor or your guide has asked you to follow the particular style. Okay. Now, when you are talking about IEEE format, which is basically useful in science and technology, remember by default it is not listed in the references style if you are using what? MS Word 2007 or 2010. But if you are following a 2013 and onward, you will find that IEEE format is available. Now, in the absence of IEEE format, it means if you are using MS Word 2007 or 2010, in that case, what you can do, you can download the style from this particular website. Okay, and now what you need to do, you need to unzip this particular file and copy that file into this folder. Remember, this is your version number. It may be 2007 or it may be 2010. Okay, so you need to copy this file in this particular folder. Then only this IEEE style will be listed in your style references. Similarly, the Harvard format is also not available. Okay, so by default it is not listed in the references style. So you can download this style, and again you will get two files, and you need to copy both this file in this particular folder. Okay, if you want to use a hard work format. So by default, again remember, it is not available in the references style. Now, what are the type of sources that you may follow while writing your research paper or thesis? When citing, first you need to specify the type of source it is. It means so that you will be able to include the correct details for that particular references style. So below are the some of the sources that you can follow. It may be book or book section. Book means the author who has written that particular book, and or his contribution is throughout the book. And when you are talking about book section, it means a particular chapter. Each chapter might be written by a different authors. Okay, so that is referred as basically book section. Then we have a general articles, like your regular articles where you are publishing the paper, like Scopus. They are referred as basically what? A general article. While article in periodical, it may be a somewhat magazine. Okay. Then we have a conference proceeding, then report, then it may be a website or document from the website. It means specific page from that particular website. Okay. Then electronic sources like e-books, etc. So there are n number of sources that you may follow, like patent, some case studies. Okay. So these are some of the sources that you can use while writing your research paper or thesis. Now, question arises, if I am going to use a book, or if I am going to use e-book or patent, whether the citation is same format? Of course not. It differs. Okay. For example, if you are using a book, you need to follow something like this. Okay, remember, it is very difficult to know where to put comma and where to put quotes. For example, if you are using a chapter in books, you need to specify the chapters. Okay, then a page number. So remembering this entire format is very difficult. Okay, where to give comma. If it is online, you need to write here online journal. Then you need to specify the date, on which date you have refer that particular website. Okay, so these are the things that you need to specify while writing what? While specifying the citation. So remembering this citation based on a material type is very difficult. So let's see some of the material types: book in print, chapter in book, e-book, journal article, e-journal. Okay, from certain database like Scopus. These are what? From internet. Then again, if it is conference paper, you need to follow something like this style. Okay, remember, when you are following IEEE, it is basically what? It starts with a serial number. In the order it appears. Then conference proceeding, then newspaper. If you are following taken a certain information from the newspaper, then you should write in this particular format. Then some technical reports. Then when you are talking about patent, you need to write in this format. So what I mean to say is that it is very difficult to remember this style of citation. Okay, and here we need what? A tools. Okay, so what are the tools that we have? You may use a BibB, which is again available in Google also, Google Doc. Then EasyBib. Then you can follow what? MS Word. So now why MS Word? Now using 2007 and onward, this feature has been added in MS Word. So in earlier version, we don't have the features of what? References. It is very easy to create what? Citation and generate the references list provided information about the source. In order to provide the information about the source, it's very easy in MS Word. So let's start. Now if you have at the beginning only, if you have specified the references, what is going to be happen? It will show you a message. There is no references that has been used. Okay, and remember, this is what your reference tab. Under this we have basically 5 options. Let's see. Insert citation, then manage source, then style and bibliography. Okay, so whenever you are going to use certain sources, you are always going to specify what? Insert citation. Now if you want to edit certain sources, then you can use what? Manage source. Now you can have various types of style that we have seen: IEEE, APA, MLA. So how to change it? So from this place you are able to change the style, and finally at the end, what you need to do? You need to simply click on this bibliography. So you will get 3 options. Okay, so we will discuss all of them one by one. So in the beginning, if you are going to click on this, what is going to happen? You will get a message something like this. Okay, there is no references. Now, what is the process of creating a citation and generating a list? So first of all, what you need to do, you need to select a reference style, whether it is the IEEE, APA, MLA, or whatever it may be. Then for creating a citation, what you need to follow? You need to follow these two steps continuously. Write the reference contents. It means the material that you are use from certain sources. Okay, write it on your paper or thesis and insert the citation. Okay, click on the insert citation button or add existing referred one. It might be possible that you have already referred that, or if you have already created a citation of that, and once again you want to use the same source. So in that case, you need to do what? You need to click on, you need to add an insert citation or add an existing one. So we will see how to do it. And in the end, what you need to do, you need to generate a bibliography. So how to do it? From the references tab, simply click bibliography. Okay, so now see all these things one by one. So from the reference tab, okay, select the style according to your subject or faculty. So like there are a number of styles are available, APA, Chicago, and so on. We are using here MS Word 2013. IEEE is available by default in 2013, but not before that. So based on your subject, you are going to select what? First of all, the style. Then write the reference content, the material that you have copied or the idea that you have copied from someone else. So assume that you have written this particular content from a particular source. Now, how to specify that source? So here, first of all, click on what? A reference tab and then select add new source. So like this. Click on the reference tab and then click on what? Add new source. Now, in the source, you need to specify various details about that particular source. So first of all, select the type of source, whether it is a book or book section or journal article or article in periodical and conference proceeding, report, and so on. So there are basically total 17 sources are available by default in the type of sources. Okay, so select this, then specify the details about the author. Okay, you can also click on this edit button in order to specify the details of author in the order of first name, middle name, and last name. Okay, now if this paper has been written by certain organization or corporate sector, then you need to click on this corporate author and then specify the details of that corporate author. So here corporate author can be a company name, name of an organization, or name of club or society or government agencies, etc. Okay. After that, specify the title of the book, then the year of publication of the book, then specify the publication details like the city through which it has been published, and then specify the name of the publisher, then specify the ISBN number. You can also specify other fields, like if you want to specify the page number, volume, edition, so all those things is also possible. So simply click on this, it will show you the list of other fields. So simply select that you would like to use or that you would like to include in your citation form. So to add an additional field like page number, edition, volume, date of access, click on show all bibliography fields. Okay, so once you have selected the OK button, okay, so you will get a screen something like this. So this is referred as what? This is referred as a citation. Okay, so it is showing what? The author name followed by the year on which this particular book has been published. Of course, we are not getting any detailed list. Okay, you are going to get a detailed list in the bibliography section. This is what simply a citation. Now, similarly, what you are going to do? Continue the writing. So it might be possible that you have again took a certain information from other material or from other sources. So write your certain more content. Now you are going to follow what? The same citation. Now observe that one more thing. Here it is showing what? The citation that you have referred so far. So we have referred only one. Then again add a source. Assume it is a book, the author name, and so on. Specify other details, and finally at the end click OK button. So again you will get what? Another citation. Okay, and now continue this procedure till your end of paper. Okay, add the content and source like book or website details after the content in the same manner that has been described earlier for what? In order to specify the citation. Okay, now in the end, what you need to do? You need to generate the bibliography list. It means select reference tab, then click on bibliography. Now Select the bibliography. Now here you have a three options, whether you would like to use the bibliography or references or works cited. So like earlier said, in some of the universities they specify what works cited, while in other they specify the references list, while in other they specify what simply a bibliography. So based on that, it is simply a caption. Okay, if you observe the content, it is the same. Remember, it is simply a caption, while the contents are in same format. Okay, so select any one of them. Now, so you will get a list something like this. Assume that if you have click on the bibliography, you will get something like this. Observe that it is in alphabetical order and it is showing a complete detail about your source. Okay, so I hope that so far you got or you understood the point that we have discussed. Now, using the same sources. Now, what is going to be happen? For example, if you wish to use earlier sources, then simply click on the source from the list of sources that you have already created. Okay, assume that here basically you have two sources. Okay, now if you want to use the same sources, simply click on this rather than adding again add new source. Okay, now what if you don't have a source details? It means, of course, you are not able to create what a citation, but you know very well that you have already copied, but you don't know exact source that from which you have copied it. So in that case, what you can do, you can create a placeholder. Okay, at the time of writing, it might be possible that you don't have a details of references. Okay, here you can use what a concept of placeholder, which puts a mark where you would like to insert a citation later on. It puts a mark where you would like to insert a citation later on. Okay, so in the absence of the source detail, you can click on what add new placeholder. So see how it is going to be appear. Assume that I have copied this information from some of the source, but I don't have an exact detail of that source. So in that case, what we can do, we can add a placeholder. Okay, so which looks like this. So it indicates what you need to add a citation later on. Don't forget. Now, it might be possible that you have a sources, but you don't have enough detail about that source. So you are able to edit your citations once you got that particular information later on. So by means of what? Edit citation. So you can edit a citation due to the stating inadequate details. So how to do it? So select the manage source and click edit. Okay, so select any one of the citation and then simply click on the edit. Okay, and then specify other details. That is the basic idea of what editing a citation. Okay, when you are not put entire detail about the sources at the beginning, you are also able to edit your citation later on. Okay, from the manage source that appear on the references tab, click on the manage source and then you will get a screen something like this. Okay, and here select the source that you would like to edit and finally click on the edit and you are able to specify other details about that particular source. Now update the references list. It might be possible that after creation of your entire list, if you have added one more new source, so in that case what you need to do, you need to update the reference list. Okay, so it's very simple. So after creation of reference list, if you have edited this list by means of what? Adding a new citation or editing a citation, then you need to do what? You need to update the reference list. So what you need to do? Simply select this one. You will get a screen something like this automatically. Okay, and click on the update reference list. Okay, your reference list is already there. What you need to do? Simply hold a reference list and then click on the update reference list in order to update the reference list. Now, copying a bibliography list. Why are you writing a new research paper and to use the existing bibliography sources that you have already created in one of the file, which is also referred as what master list, into a new one, perform the following step. It means that if you are going to write a new paper and since you have already written one paper, so it might be possible that some of the sources that you have used in first paper you want to use in second paper too. So rather than creating all those sources once again, what you can do, you are able to copy the earlier sources into the current one. Okay, so how to use them now? Open your references tab and select the manage source. Okay, so you will get something like this. Now, this is what your master list. and this is what your current list. It means a new paper that you are going to write. So simply select this and copy. Okay, and simply copy. So all the list, all the sources that you would like to use in the new paper, simply select it and copy it. That's all. And your list will, or your sources will be created automatically. Okay. So from the master list, copy those sources that is required in the current paper. It's very simple. Now, not only copy, but you are also able to delete what? A certain sources that is not required in new paper. So simply select and delete the button. That's all. Okay. So you can also edit or delete if it is not required from the list after copying certain all the sources that you would like to have in your current paper. Now assume that you have written one of your paper in one of the PC, and now you want to, and if you are writing a new paper on another PC. So what you would like to have? Of course, you would like to copy what? The sources into the another PC. So it is not that much easy. Okay. For that purpose, you need to follow some other steps. So like earlier said, if you are working on some new PC and want to write a new paper and to use the existing bibliography source into a new PC, what you need to follow? First of all, open the reference tab, then select the manage source. Okay. Click on browse. Click on browse. Then select the source. This is what a source where all the information about the source has been copied or it has been stored. Okay. So simply copy this file. Okay. Into your one of the pen drive, and then what you need to do in new PC, you need to copy this source into the same folder. That is under what? A bibliography folder. Okay. So now, what is the overall conclusion? The importance of bibliography in research paper shows the quality of literature review that has been done by the researcher or followed by the researcher. A bibliography is a key to describe that research was genuine. Okay, since you have followed a certain quality of paper, so it shows the quality of work that you have done. Bibliography is not only ensuring the sources. It is not only we are not only mentioning about the book or book chapter or website, but it also contains what detailed information about that source. Okay, so doing or writing it very manually is very tedious job, and MS Word helps you to create the citation based on what the information of sources provided, and in the end it helps you to generate the bibliography list automatically. So I hope that you understood how to create a citation and generate the bibliography list automatically using MS Word. So these are some of the references that you may follow. Now it's a time for the practical session. So assume that I have copied this information from one of the sources. Okay, so what I need to do here? Now here I need to add what? A detail of source. So simply click on the reference tab. Here what? We have insert citation. So simply click on this, add new source. Specify the type of source. Observe that we have basically total 17 sources. So select any one of them based on the source from which you have copied the information. Then specify the name of the author. Okay, specify the title of the book, place from which this book has been published, the name of the publisher, okay. You can also list other details. For example, you can specify the edition, specify the edition of the book, then specify the pages, exact pages from which you have copied. Assume that. Okay. You can also specify some other details also. Finally click on the OK. Observe that it is showing what? Number 1, because we are following what? IEEE format. Now assume once again, if you are copying certain other information, now insert citation again. Now observe that it is showing what? the earlier source. Now again add a new source. Again assume it's a book. Now assume author is specify the details. Okay, title of the book. Year of publication. Okay, and finally click on the OK. Now, assume that I have copied this part, and again I want to specify the source of what? The first one from this book only. So click over here, that's all. It's very simple. Okay. Now, after specifying all the details, what you need to do? You need to generate the bibliography list. So how to generate this bibliography list? Simply click on bibliography and then specify caption that you would like to have in your research paper, whether it is bibliography or reference or works cited. Suppose it's a reference. So see, it is showing you all the details about the sources. Okay, it's very simple. Now assume later on if you have added some more. And assume that it is from one of the website. So insert citation, add new source, select the website or document from the website. Okay, so you can select any one of them. Name of the web page. Year of creation, month of creation, the day of creation. Then when you have access, since we are accessing it today, you need to specify this. Now question arises why? Because website may get updated. So you need to specify when you are refer it. Whether it is so someone will come to know whether it has been referred before updating or later on or like that. And specify the website address. Okay, so you can also see some additional fields. You can specify the medium. Okay, so okay, and now observe that your reference list has been not updated after adding a new citation. So what you need to do? Simply click over here and then click on the update citation. Okay, now if you want to change the style, okay, for example, this is what IEEE. Later on if you want it in a APA, so simply click on APA and that's all. And observe that the reference list has been get what? Updated automatically in the order of what? The author name. Okay, now once again I am copying the information from certain sources, but I don't know details about the sources. So in that case what I can do? Click on add new placeholder. Okay, so simply click on OK, that's all. So what you need to do later on? You need to simply select this and then simply click over here and edit the source and specify the details. Okay, so that is what the basic idea about what? A placeholder. So I hope that you understood how to perform all these operations. It's very easy to create the citation and generate the list or update the list. So practice it. With that, thank you very much. Have a nice day.